The ski lodge lobby glowed with promise. Firelight, polished wood, the soft hum of distant laughter. Then a voice slashed through it all like an ice axe.
Our suite now. I hope you packed a tent, because that's all that's left, brother-in-law.
Hiroki, that's our room. We booked it 6 months ago. How can you just—
Simple. I upgraded it. A VIP like me gets priority over whatever your husband is.
He had faced boardroom wars, collapsing bridges, and corrupt officials. His brother-in-law's smirk was barely a draft.
Face it, Kaede. You married a man with no ambition. Take a leftover room. It suits your budget.
Let's just take whatever they give us. Please, I can't. I don't want Yuna to see this.
Her voice was a raw nerve. Yuna buried her face in her mother's coat, the stuffed rabbit's ear crushed against her cheek.
Trust me. Call the manager. Now.
The bellhop's fingers shook as he keyed the intercom. Mr. Akira to reception, please. He wouldn't meet anyone's eyes.
Finally, someone competent. Explain to these two that they're trespassing on my VIP stay.
He's going to ruin everything. 3 years waiting, and this is what our vacation becomes.
The back office door swung wide. A man in a pristine black and red uniform stepped out, years of poised authority in every step. Akira's gaze swept the lobby with practiced calm, until it reached Yamato. A flicker, a fraction of a pause. Then he blinked it away.
This nobody is trying to steal the suite I upgraded. Check the system. You'll see I am right.
I booked the family suite 6 months ago. Confirmation number 4407, under Sato. I don't need an upgrade.
Thank you. May I examine both reservation documents, please? I'll verify everything personally.
He knows me. 5 years is a long time. But some things leave a mark. Even professionals can't hide.
The fire crackled. Hiroki's smirk twitched, just once. And in that tiny fracture, the lobby's balance shifted. Akira took both reservation slips without another word. His fingers moved over the keyboard as if they alone remembered an older story. 5 winters ago, the same mountain had been a construction site. Steel, wind, and one man who refused to let the snow win. Yamato Sato had designed a barrier that could redirect 1,000 tons of snow without shattering. The crew called it impossible. When the test day came, the wall held. The mountain roared by harmlessly. That night, the lodge still stood. The owners, elderly, tearful, had pressed something into his hands. Not payment, they said. A lifelong debt.
That face. I've only seen it in photographs, but the quiet is the same. It's him.
On Akira's desktop screen, half hidden behind a reservation window, a grainy photo of a snow barrier glowed faintly.
What's taking so long? I have friends waiting. Are you going to drag this out for a nobody?
Patience, please. A thorough check protects every guest. I will return shortly.
Akira straightened his uniform, as though donning armor. The system would confirm what his memory already knew. The fool in yellow was lying.
You are stalling to protect a nobody. I booked that suite fair and square. Give it to me now, or I'll call corporate.
I must inform you that the upgrade swap document appears irregular. The authorization code does not match our lodge database.
In one furious motion, Hiroki snatched his phone and swiped across the screen. The speaker crackled to life.
Hiroki, why are you calling during my meeting? What's going on?
Your sister's trying to pull a fast one. Tell her to back off and take whatever leftover room they've got.
Sayuri. He took our reservation. Please don't believe.
The truth will be clear after a full check. We'll wait. There's nothing to argue about.
I believe the cafe would be more comfortable while I finalize. Please, all of you, this will be resolved shortly.
Fine. But if I am not in that suite within the hour, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
The lobby settled into an uneasy truce. Yamato's family moved toward the cafe. While Hiroki's group huddled in hostile whispers, Akira did not return to the lobby. Instead, he walked to the staff corridor and spoke a single name, Taro.
The upgrade swap code is fabricated. Who paid you?
I didn't want to. He said it was just a favor. 50,000 yen. I am so sorry.
You have betrayed this lodge. Your employment is terminated. Leave your uniform and go.
Taro placed a creased envelope on the desk. The bills inside were still crisp. When Akira crossed the lobby, his gaze had turned to winter steel.
Your reservation is void. The document was forged. You must vacate within 30 minutes.
Forged? That's insane. I paid for that upgrade. This is discrimination of the highest order. I'll sue every one of you.
Security appeared without a word. Hiroki's group gathered their gear in stunned silence, the yellow jacket now a beacon of disgrace. An hour later, the family unlocked a modest room. Clean, warm, not the suite, but enough for tonight. Later, while Kaede read to Yuna, a text lit Yamato's phone. Please come to my office. Akira. The hallway was empty. In his office, Akira stood with a weight older than the lodge itself.
Forgive the late hour. There is something that belongs to you, and an apology I should have offered long ago. 5 years ago, you gave this mountain a shield. The owners entrusted me to hold this until you returned.
He placed a polished brass key on the desk. The leather fob read, Owner's Cabin.
I can't accept this. My wife wouldn't understand why I am being singled out. Not tonight.
It was never just a job. The cabin is yours for life. Refusing would wound the owners who honor you.
If Kaede learns this way, she'll think I hid it to seem important. But rejecting insults people I respect, I'll accept. But please, keep this between us for now. Let this trip be about them, not my past.
Akira bowed deeper than protocol required. Yamato pocketed the key, its weight suddenly heavier than any blueprint. Dawn crept through the small window. Yamato was already dressed, watching the mountains as if they owed him an answer.
Thank you for yesterday. But Yamato, why did the manager treat you like someone important?
The lodge values long-term reservations. Maybe he was just being thorough.
He's deflecting. Just like when he said he'd explain later about the project 5 years ago, that he never did.
Breakfast was warm bread and colder silence. Yuna drew snowflakes on the foggy window, oblivious. At the next table, 2 ski instructors murmured over coffee. The avalanche barrier that saved the lodge. The engineer was young, they say.
Avalanche barrier, engineer. That's exactly what Yamato did. Why didn't he tell me?
Kaede, you've been stirring the same spoon for a minute. Are you feeling okay?
I am fine, just tired. Let's take Yuna to the beginner slope soon. He built the barrier that protects this whole mountain, and he never breathed a word. What else is he hiding?
It was a setup. That nobody bribed the manager to throw me out like trash.
Hiroki, calm down. Start from the beginning, I can barely understand you.
Your sister's husband flashed cash at the desk. Suddenly my upgrade is fake, and I am banned.
He's lying. But if there's even a grain of truth, I need to call Kaede.
Sayuri ended the call and stared at her phone. 3 rings later, Kaede's voice answered.
Sayuri? You never call this early. What's wrong? Is Mom okay?
Hiroki says, Yamato bribed the manager. Please tell me it's not true. I am scared for you.
Even my own sister believes him. I have to settle this. Now.
That afternoon, Kaede found Yamato by the window. Her voice was winter.
Why did Akira bow to you like royalty? What aren't you telling me, Yamato?
Without a word, Yamato guided her outside, past the ski racks, into the hush of falling snow. He stopped where the tree line broke and the avalanche barrier rose like a steel spine against the mountain.
5 years ago, I stood on this slope in a hard hat. This wall was my design. When we tested it, I didn't sleep for 3 nights. If it failed, people would die.
Tears tracked Kaede's cheeks, freezing in the mountain air. She didn't wipe them away.
The owners thanked me, but I didn't want our family to be defined by a single project.
Why didn't you tell me? Did you think I would love you less?
I wanted you to love the man who comes home, not the man who once saved a mountain.
She pulled her hand back, not from anger, but from a hurt too deep to name. Kaede turned and walked toward the lodge alone, leaving him beside the barrier that had saved so much, but not their marriage. The lodge fire burned low. Yamato sat alone in its glow, watching other families laugh. He had never felt further from his own.
May I join you, Mr. Sato? I need to return something to you.
He led Yamato to his office, where the photograph of the avalanche barrier still glowed on the monitor, a silent witness.
You built a wall to save others. Don't let that same wall keep you from your wife.
She asked why. I told her about the barrier, but I couldn't show her the key. It felt like vanity.
She married the man, Yamato-san. Not the hero, but the man she loves is a hero, whether you like it or not.
A hero. I never wanted a pedestal. I just wanted to be her husband. I'll go to her now. No more walls. She'll know everything.
The cabin will be ready whenever you choose, but first, choose your family.
Yamato pocketed the key. For the first time, its weight no longer felt like a burden. The room was dim, the only light a small bedside lamp. Kaede's voice murmured the last page of a story. Yuna's eyes were already closed.
You are back late. Is everything okay?
She's finally asleep. Good. I need to talk to you. Alone.
Kaede dimmed the lamp further, leaving only the silver snow light through the window.
What is this? A key?
The owners gave it to me 5 years ago. A private cabin for life. For the barrier that saved them.
All this time you kept this alone? You carried their gratitude like a secret weight.
I didn't want us to be the engineering hero family. I just wanted to be your husband.
I don't need a hero. I need you. Let's take the cabin and let them honor you. No more hiding.
The decision was made. Tomorrow, they would move to the cabin. And at the evening's dinner, Yamato would finally accept his place in this mountain story. 40 minutes down the mountain, in a motel with peeling wallpaper, Hiroki's phone buzzed. The screen read, Taro.
They're holding a dinner tonight to honor the engineer who saved the lodge. That same nobody, Yamato.
That bootlicker Akira. He'll make a speech? Perfect. I'll crash it and expose the bribery.
Moments later, Sayuri's phone rang. Her husband's name flashed, and a familiar dread followed.
I need you at the lodge tonight. They're putting on a farce to honor the fraud who humiliated me.
He's unhinged. But if there's a public event, I should see the truth myself. Fine. I'll come. Not for you, for my sister. I want to see this farce with my own eyes.
She'll see. Everyone will see. Tonight, that nobody's mask comes off.
Hiroki grabbed his yellow jacket and stormed out. The cheap motel door slammed shut behind him. Sayuri booked a train ticket. 2 hours. She stared at the screen, hoping she was wrong about everything. Evening cloaked the mountain in velvet blue. In the modest room, the family shed their ski layers for silk and velvet.
You look like you are going to a funeral, not a dinner.
I've never been good at being seen. It feels like vanity.
You saved lives. Let them see the man I married.
Yuna twirled, her velvet dress catching the lamplight. She understood only that tonight was special. Outside the banquet hall, a yellow jacket lurked in the shadow of a pillar.
Bribery, fraud. I'll make sure that nobody squirms tonight.
Inside, chandeliers blazed, Guests filled the tables, expectant. Akira took the podium with practiced grace.
Good evening. Tonight we honor a man who gave this mountain a shield.
The hall doors swung wide. Every head turned. Yamato stood at the threshold, Kaede's hand firm in his.
5 years ago, a wall of snow raced toward this lodge. One man's design held it back. That man is here tonight.
The room hushed. Akira described the avalanche, the barrier, the lives saved. Then he extended a hand toward Yamato's table.
Go, Yamato. They need to see the man you really are.
Yamato took a step toward the stage. Then the back doors flew open, and a yellow jacket stormed in.
Stop this farce. He bribed his way here. I have proof.
The man you accuse is the reason this lodge stands. This is the certificate from the owners, and the key to the owner's cabin.
He held up the framed certificate and the brass key. The crowd gasped, then erupted in applause. Hiroki's face drained of color. The forged card slipped from his fingers to the floor.
So he wasn't lying. Yamato really did save this place. Why did I ever believe Hiroki?
At the front, Kaede wept without shame. Her husband, finally seen, the mountain's true hero.
On behalf of the owners, I return this key to its rightful keeper. The owner's cabin is yours forever.
On stage, Kaede held him as if she just found him again, the brass key pressed between their palms. Hiroki's friends peeled away without a word, their backs a wall he couldn't break. He fumbled for the service door, the yellow jacket a beacon of failure in the darkness. Outside, Sayuri's grip stopped him. Her voice was colder than the mountain air.
You told me they bribed them, but you were the fraud all along. I am done listening to your poison. We're finished.
She walked away, and the snow swallowed her silhouette. He stood alone, the cold seeping into his bones. By midnight, the Sato family opened the door to the owner's cabin, a place that had waited years for them. Warmth bloomed. The mountains stood watch, and Yamato finally let himself be seen. Yuna threw open a door to find a playroom bathed in sunlight, a dollhouse, a rocking horse, and a mountain of soft toys.
Mama? Papa? There's a whole castle in here. Can we stay forever?
Kaie let the onsen steam wrap around her like absolution. The silence was not lonely. It was a long exhale.
He carried all that, alone. Not because he didn't trust me, but because he wanted to protect me from the weight.
In the great room, Yamato struck a match and fed the fire. The cabin breathed warmth into every corner. The days that followed were stitched together with ski trails, hot chocolate, and laughter that echoed off the pines.
I am proud of you, not for the barrier, for the husband you choose to be every single day.
And I am grateful that you waited for me to learn how to share the load.
Each evening, Kaede curled up by the fire, Yuna's head in her lap, Yamato's arm around them both. The 3 days felt like a single, perfect breath. And when it ended, they knew nothing would be the same again. On the final evening, as snow began to fall again, a gentle knock sounded at the cabin door.
Forgive the hour. The owners sent this aged sake, and a message they wanted you to hear directly.
Please come in. Whatever it is, I'd rather hear it somewhere warm.
They sat on the wooden porch, the bottle of sake between them, stars blinking through the falling snow.
Last winter, the mountain sent an avalanche even larger than the design threshold. The barrier held, but more than that, it triggered perfectly. You saved 1,000 lives, Yamato-san. Every guest, every villager. The owners wanted you to know, every drop of this sake is their gratitude.
1,000 lives. I designed a wall, but I never let myself imagine what it would really save.
He poured the sake with a trembling hand. The first sip was not alcohol. It was a decade of silent burden finally lifted. They drank in silence. The only sound, the soft whisper of snow on pine needles. When Akira finally stood to leave, Yamato saw the manager's eyes were wet. Neither man said goodbye. They didn't need to. Morning light spilled through the cabin windows. Suitcases stood by the door like silent witnesses to the end of a dream.
I don't want to go. Can't we stay just one more day? The mountain will miss us.
The mountain will wait for us. We'll come back, I promise. Now, let's go say goodbye to Mr. Akira.
At the lodge entrance, Akira and the entire staff lined up, heads bowed in unison under the crystal chandelier. Yamato's photograph was placed on the honored guest's wall, a corner of the lodge that would never forget.
This lodge owes you more than walls can hold. Please, come home again soon.
The train carried them through snow-dusted valleys. Kaede's head rested on Yamato's shoulder, their fingers laced.
Let's come back next year. The same dates. We'll make it our tradition.
Months later, a calendar hung in their kitchen, a red circle around the same winter week. Back to the cabin, the mountain waited, and so did the man who had finally learned to let himself be loved. Weeks later, a knock came at the Sato home. Sayuri stood in the doorway, her shoulders lighter, a sealed envelope in her hand.
It's done. I signed them this morning. I couldn't spend another night in that house of lies.
You did the right thing. You are home now.
You are always family, no matter what.
Later, the sisters sat together with tea, a single ring absent from Sayuri's finger.
I kept making excuses for him. But when he tried to destroy Yamato's honor publicly, I saw the man I'd been defending.
You are not alone. Sisterhood doesn't end with a divorce. It begins again.
Yamato, I know you are nearby. Thank you. For being the man you are, you opened my eyes without ever saying a word.
Sayuri smiled, a genuine, unburdened curve that had been missing for years. The sisters' hands interlaced, a promise renewed. Outside, the winter sun broke through. Inside, a family reformed, stronger than ever. In a cramped apartment, the divorce decree lay on a low table, its final stamp still fresh. Beside it, an unpaid lodge bill marked void, curled at the edges, a reminder of his disgrace.
She left. No fight, just silence.
His phone sat silent. The group chat that once buzzed with ski plans was dead. He held a wrinkled photo from the lodge dinner, his own face, yellow jacket, the same smug grin.
That man got everything, and it was empty.
The yellow jacket hung over a chair, its neon now a mockery of his ambition. Days bled into weeks. Unpaid bills piled. The doorbell never rang. In the dark television screen, his reflection showed a man who had burned every bridge. The camera pulled back, leaving him alone in gray solitude, the mountain's laughter a world away. The promotion came quietly, a single sheet of letterhead that read, "Head of Mountain Infrastructure." Yamato read it 3 times before the smile broke. The same week, an industry magazine ran a feature, "The Avalanche That Never Was," how one engineer's design held the mountain. He pinned the article to his office wall, right next to Yuna's crayon drawing of the cabin, a crooked sun and 3 stick figures smiling.
One drawing and one article. That's the whole truth.
He snapped a photo of the wall with his phone and sent it to Kaede. A single heart emoji followed.
He finally sees himself the way we do.
Thank you for waiting for me. I am home now.
Later that spring, Yamato stood on a new construction site, hard hat in place, blueprints in hand, not hiding any longer.
No more walls. Not the engineering kind, and not the ones between my heart and the people I love.
In his office, the cabin key hung on a small hook beside the family photo. A life built to last. 1 year later, the calendar page was turned to the same week. A red circle glowing like a familiar promise. The lodge appeared through the snowfall, just as it had before. Timeless, waiting.
Welcome home, Sato family. Your cabin is ready.
The key was already in my pocket. I never took it off the ring.
It feels like coming back to where we truly became us.
The cabin. The cabin. I'll build a snowman with my rabbit.
They walked the familiar path, snow crunching underfoot, the cabin's chimney already breathing smoke. Beyond them, the avalanche barrier stood silent, permanent, no longer a secret, but a cornerstone. The screen softened into a watercolor of the mountain. The barrier, like a gentle hand against the white expanse. Some distances cannot be measured in miles. They are measured in the moments we choose to trust.